We've seen some amazing things, but that, my friends, is something we've never seen.
Brandon Cruz Month's Advice.
Brandon Cruz Month's Advice.
Brandon Month's Advice.
Brandon Cruz Month's Advice. You just locked yourself into the playoffs.
Nice.
Got it.
Talk with old Brandon Cruz Month's Advice.
Completely speechless, to say the least.
Man, I am honestly so baffled by that decision. Brandon Cruz Month's Advice. It's Brandon Month's Advice.
Green flag in the air. Brandon Cruz Month's Advice to the front.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are you doing? Hope you guys are all having a fantastic Easter weekend. Quick thing, right fast. Hopefully this video isn't over 10 minutes. You can listen to it when you're driving in the car to work, or if you're just chilling this upcoming week. All the Talladega videos will be out next week, hopefully starting on Friday. That is the plan right now, right after practice and all that is done. And then I believe we have an ARCA race on Saturday before the Xfinity trucks. I'm not even sure who's racing yet. I haven't even worried about it, but all that'll come out. Let me just give a quick synopsis of what I think is going to happen there. I think out of a lot of, I think I'm going to put 70% of my lineups towards a single file. Not really a freight train, perhaps, but I'm going to build it around one guy leading almost every lap. Kind of like how Junior did maybe like 5 years ago, back when he was still racing, and back when he was still good at Talladega in that 88 car, where he would just kind of lead the field and everyone would follow behind him. He'd be the lone survivor out there, and they'd be like 2 or 3 wide behind him. I think that's how it's going to really go. I think it's going to be one guy leading with this package. It's so hard to get around people. It's just stupid hard to get around people, especially if there's a pack behind you. You just have a bubble that they can't get out of, and I think that's how it's going to go, but we'll get into more detail on that later. I'm going to use this more to go over what I think of the season so far. I know Burnout Avenue, I know Joss over there is thinking about putting out an article for power rankings. I'm not sure if it's out yet. I'm recording this, or I'm not sure if it's out by the time I'm recording this, but check out Burnout Avenue for that. I have included my rankings of the drivers so far, but this year so far, what do you guys think of this package? I'm pretty sure you know what I think of it. I'm highly disappointed in it. It's still doing exactly what I thought, and you know, I was listening to Race for the Prizes podcast the other day, and he was going over a lot of the issues that the media and NASCAR has in general, not with the package, but how people report it. And he was giving really good examples of like NHL, NBA, MLB, all those series have games pretty much every single day. And all the beat writers, all the people who cover the teams and all that, they give a synopsis of the race. They go down play by play, especially in football. Good Lord, there's like 16 games a weekend, but they'll go over every play, go over everything that happens. We don't have that in NASCAR anymore. We really don't. All people give two shits about is who finished where. Like, it's like the race don't even matter, you know? A Race Hub don't do jack shit now. I don't even watch them anymore, especially after Steve passed on. I certainly the hell didn't watch Race Hub as much. But man, good Lord, the NASCAR media is terrible, man. That's why half the time the dirt track series have better coverages than the fucking top sports or top racing series. It's ridiculous. Just they don't. Like I said, Race for the Prize was going over like. He was talking about how, like, you don't know how people like Stenhouse did over the course of the race, or you don't know how Ryan Newman did other than finishing like 6th. They don't tell you how he finished 6th. They don't tell you anything. It's like a short paragraph of the race, like, this 4.5-hour race happened with Martin Truex winning the race. Your top 5 being Larson, Truex, Logano, and Ryan Newman, and you know, Alex Bowman finished 8th. Congratulations. See you guys next week. Like, there's no coverage at all. It's ridiculous. And or if they cover it, they're like, oh, this package is great and fantastic racing. Like, the views are up terribly. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it's horribly up. Like, it's fantastic up. Like, wow, the viewings and, like, dude, we get like 1.5 million people watching the race. Like, it's not that good. It's not like it used to be. And people are like, well, the prices of the tickets, like that's why people aren't showing up. You think Bristol was empty because people didn't want to go? People wanted to be there. They just couldn't show up or something. Like, listen, I've been to racing. I went at the very end of the era of the 2000s when people were really going, and it's certainly not the ticket prices, because there's a bunch of old white people out there who have money just burn a hole in their pocket, and they want to go see their redneck drivers go race out there. They will cheer for Chase Elliott just because they liked Bill Elliott back in the day. Pricing is not an issue. It's always been expensive. If you have 4 children, whatever the fuck you're doing is expensive. You want to go to Disneyland? Oh, that's expensive. You want to go to the movies? Oh, that's like $100. Oh, you want to go bowling? Shit, that's like $150. Like, it's not that. Having families have always been expensive, okay? What's killing the damn market for NASCAR is the racing, guys. Like, okay, so, I mean, I understand if you don't like Kyle Busch, you don't want to go watch him win a race. I can fully understand that. But like people were like, well, Bristol was a fantastic race, and I will agree that was a fantastic race this season. But do you know why it was fantastic? Because we have gotten nothing but boring races the entire year. I mean, it has been terrible. Just because cars are close. Quoting Steve O'Donnell, we had 4 cars under a blanket at the end of the race at Richmond. Yeah, but did you see anyone pass anyone? No, it's because everyone just hit the air. They got aero tight and they couldn't do anything. You can catch up to someone, but you can't get around them. And then lap traffic, yeah, lap traffic plays some factors in there, but half the time they get out of the way so far, leaders don't have to worry about it. God damn it, man. Get rid of that damn splitter. Bring back the Gen 4 body, man. Bring back the 2003 body, and you'll be good. You'll be just fine. That's what I think's gonna happen. You'll be more than fine. Sorry, I had to pause right there because my Audacity was acting stupid. I don't know if it was recorded or not. But yeah, man, bring back that old body. And then like another thing. Sorry, I guess I'm just turning this into a rant. But most people, at least it's some people like they keep going on Jeff Gluck's poll and be like, that race was awesome. But God dang it, man, these races are not good. Another thing that blows, and Keselowski said something about this, and then he got shit on by the media, is these networks they do realize that there's more than 3 drivers in the race, right? Like, I understand we don't have 43 cars anymore. We barely have 37 on most good weekends, but why are you guys zoomed in to, like, the nose of one driver? Like, you're, like, staring at this one dude's nose hair this entire fucking race. I don't give a shit if Kyle Busch and Truex are having a good battle. You have a whole track to look at. Like, what are we doing, guys? Go look at old races. I pulled this up today just out of curiosity, and I was looking at a couple races before this, and none real specific, just the ones I brought up. So like right now, earlier I was watching the 2009 Aaron's 400 at Talladega with the digger cam and everything. This is when they had that big pile up on like lap 17 or something with Gordon and all those guys, Mark Martin and all that. But like if you go and look at the Aaron's 499, I understand this is Fox 10 years ago, but their camera angles are way better than what we've had out of NBC and what we've had out of Fox, even at the super speedways lately. Like, these guys have, I don't know if it's budget constraints or if they really like went down, but when Fox started, I mean, Fox has always been kind of terrible when it comes to TV coverage, but when Fox started, they used to have like 14 cameras. Does anyone remember that, or is it just me? Like, they legit used to have like 14 camera crews. Like, they'd have a shitload of cameras. I swear now it's like they're stuck with 7. And then 2, maybe 3 are usually glued to the fucking walls. So you have 4 cameras on top of the grandstands just watching the entire race. Like, it's ridiculous. And then I was looking at I was looking at the 2004 Sharpie 500 at Bristol, and my God, I miss Alan Bestwick. Man. But the shots in these races are way better than what they used to be whenever they're transitioning to different drivers, when they're transitioning to different races, and they show the crowd, like they zoom out. We don't have the sense of speed that we used to have anymore. Used to, especially at like Talladega and Daytona. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like they used to have cameras, like they would do like the still images where we have like the whatever, crank it up or whatever now, but they used to use that during the race. Like the field would just come at you hauling ass, and you would hear the cars come through the speakers or your TV. They don't do that anymore, man. It's like they just zoom in on one thing and that's it. That's it. Like even like this 2004 Sharp 500. I'm just looking at like random laps right now, and it's just a way better vibe. Like I'm on lap 402 out of 500, and just they don't use the same cameras every time. They've done 2 laps right now, and they've used a different camera on every stretch of the racetrack so far. First there was like TV1 on top of the grandstands, TV2 on the wall, TV3 from the infield, TV4 from above the crowd. Again, like it's ridiculous, man. We don't have this, and I think a big reason, like it's 4:05 right now. Start looking at start finish line at Bristol. They started with the crowd. They went into the track, and now they're zooming in on Gordon going through the pit lane right now. Like you don't have that anymore. You don't have a sense of speed. You don't have that, and I think that's the problem with people, especially if you've never been to a racetrack before. This doesn't look appealing on television to go to. Like you're like, well, this looks boring as hell. Why would I want to go? Like the way they used to promote NASCAR, how bad do you got it? Like that used to be a selling point of the series of going to an actual race. They don't do that anymore. It's certain. I mean, yeah, sure, the racing's terrible now, but like you can still make a good experience out of something terrible, and NASCAR is just not doing that anymore. It's ridiculous. I mean, am I the only one that thinks this? Did anyone watch NASCAR in the 2000s? I understand. I was shitting my diaper at the time. Like, Earnhardt died. I mean, I understand. I was born in 98, so I got to breathe the same air as Earnhardt for about 2.5 years. But, I mean, guys, like, did anyone else watch this stuff? Or is everyone just brainwashed? Because Pierce Dietrich's Race for the Prize, he doesn't think that way. He thinks the same way I do. And the ticker, God, I hate the fucking ticker. I miss just having the scrolling ticker up there. I swear to God, it gave you more information than what it is now. Because you know what they do? Yeah, Fox might have a ticker that shows more drivers, but when you only have the top 10 on there, like, I can't tell where Bubba Wallace is doing. Yeah, I know Bubba's running 29th right now, but I want to see if he's in 29th or 28th. Like, I have to wait like 10 laps for you idiots to go through the field on your stupid ticker now. It's just so stupid. What else do I have? Man, Steve O'Donnell, I understand that I think he's the competition director for NASCAR now, but you can't just continually like be like, wow, that was a fantastic race. If you don't like that race, I don't know what you're happy at, or I don't know what type of racing you could like, or whatever. Like, I don't know, man. Man, this racing, just how NASCAR has gone over the years, it's ridiculous. The fucking restrictor plates still piss me off, man. People are like, well, you can't stand it. They're going faster in the corners. Yeah, but man, like NASCAR used to be, I mean, it used to be stock car racing. And then you just beep up the stock cars because they had a weird chance in the 70s where they ran the Talladega or the Daytona. Fuck, I just forgot what it was. Like what the damn cars were named, with the big ass wings on the back. I just went blank. Just totally went blank. But like RPM and all those. I think it was Dodge Daytona. No, that's not right. Shit, I'm not gonna be able to remember this. Let me look right fast. But man, like back then, you used to like have like the fastest cars, the fastest like motors built. Like they used to just pump out. What is this? Let me see. What is this? Yeah, it's a Dodge Daytona, right? Is that the Dodge Charger Daytona? Let me see. What the hell's going on? Sorry, I just typed in that. It should be Like I think Dodge is what they used to call it. Let me look right fast. I'm totally wasting time. This is terrible air quality. Dodge Daytona race car. Was I right? Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. The Dodge Daytona. That's the main one. I know Pontiac, or not Pontiac, whatever. I know someone else made theirs because they were all copying each other. But the Dodge Daytona is what sticks out to me. Yeah, 1969 Dodge Daytona. Yeah, like these cars, the manufacturers, like they made that car for NASCAR, and then they had to make a production run for the people, even though that was stupid expensive. No one was going to buy it, but you had to sell a certain amount of cars to have your car in NASCAR. Like that was the rule back then. We don't have that anymore. We don't have stock car racing. I understand that, but man, it'd be nice if they. I don't know how you could do it today, but you have to get Dodge back in there. But you could take the Ford Mustang motor, the Chevy Camaro motor, the Dodge. I mean, shit, you could do the Challenger, the Charger, or the Hellcat. I mean, either one of those motors. But man, put those in stock cars. And then if one of those competitors don't show up, man, get Chevy to build a better motor, get Ford to build a better motor. I don't know, do something like that. Like, these stock cars, we might as well be running fucking spec engines now. I mean, that's basically what we're running. Yeah, like Ford is still having their engines made by Roush Yates Roush Yates, whatever, motors or whatever. I'm saying whatever a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like Chevy builds or Hendrick builds their own motors. Tony Stewart or Stewart Haas Racing builds their own motors, but they're all built to the same fucking manufacturer. Like cubic engines, they got or cubic inches. They got their fucking restrictor plate on there, their tapered space or whatever they got now. Like they're building them all the same. We're basically just running like mil spec engines. It's ridiculous. Oh man. Wow, that was a tangent to have one. Right now we're 60 minutes in. I mean, I do want to talk about busts right fast. Not on women, but on drivers of the last decade. Like for me, like Denny Hamlin, it has been such a bust, dude. It's ridiculous. I don't care who you are. I think Denny Hamlin has been just a complete bust because he came into Joe Gibbs and he was like, "I'm gonna win you a championship. I promise to God, Joe, I'm gonna give you a championship. I promise you. I know I was born in 1980, but I will give you a win." And let's see, he's at. I mean, 33 wins is not a bust, but to how he started, like winning at Pocono in 2006, dominating there, to now, and he hasn't he hasn't won a championship in 15 years. I mean, granted, I don't think has he won a championship? I don't think he has actually. Yeah, his best finish was 4th with the Xfinity Series in 2006, or in Busch Series. Yeah, best finish was 2nd in 2010. Yeah, dude, Denny Hamlin's a bust. I mean, people are like, well, Denny Hamlin's not a bust. You know who real busts are? Like Sam Hornish Jr., Brian Vickers. I mean, yes, those guys are busts. But I'm talking about like disappointments. Like Denny Hamlin was supposed to be a championship contender. Like when he showed up on the scene, Denny Hamlin was supposed to have at least a championship, 2 championships by his career. Right now, his prime has more than passed. And people were like, how could he say that with 2 wins this season? He's back. He's kicking ass. Oh, man. He lucked in that 500 win, and he sure as shit lucked into that Texas win this year, okay? I'm not taking that away. Wins are good, and he's the Rookie of the Year in 2006, but he's a bit of a bust. He's just a bit of a bust. Not a bust, but man, a disappointment is Austin Dillon. Man, between those 2 brothers, Ty Dillon has shown that he has way more talent. Because Ty Dillon's doing a lot more with a worse car right now in the series, or in the Cup Series. Not points-wise, but Ty Dillon's bringing that 13 up there. And Ty Dillon has won championships in truck and nationwide. And, I mean, Austin did the same, but Austin won his championship. I love this part of his history. I mean, he won his championship, but I don't want to fucking race. That's hard. That's hard to do, and that's hilarious that he won a championship without winning a race. But but between those 2 brothers, I think Dillon has more. I think Ty Dillon has more talent, and Austin Dillon has more breaks go his way. You know, Austin's in the 3. His brother Ty's in the 13. That whole family has a hard on for Earnhardt, and I can fully understand that. But I think Austin has. I think he has too much ego going with him in that 3 car. Because Ty Dillon, you never hear anything about Ty Dillon bitching to his team. You never hear anything, which is I don't have an issue with drivers bitching to their team either. Like, if you're a picker member and you have one job and that's to do a good pit stop and you fuck up, I mean, you can get your ass chewed out. You know, I've been there. I've had good pit stops. I've done bad pit stops. You know. I mean, if you fuck up your job and that's your one job during the race, I mean, you deserve to get your ass chewed out. But don't chew your team out for every little thing, Austin. I understand. Like, if your pit crew members frustrate you, but you don't gotta just like tear them a new asshole every time they do something stupid. Excuse me. Jesus Christ, I'm still yawning here. What other bust? I mean, you had like Andy Lally show up and didn't show up and all that stuff. Let me just see. Let me go down here. Let me find some team. McMurray was a bust. I mean, he won a Brickyard in 500, but he sure as shit didn't. Oh, no, he wasn't a bust. He stayed around. He got wins. So he was never that dominant in that one car though. Who else was a bust right now? I'm just going through last year's thing of main drivers. I hate to say it, Trevor Bayne never. But I mean, that's not Trevor Bayne. Trevor Bayne got screwed over because Roush Fenway Racing did not have their shit together at all. I love Paul Menard. If I could have a NASCAR career like Paul Menard, I'd be so happy. I don't give a shit. Give me one win, and I'll just race around for years. I love Paul Menard. Let's see. Hermie Sadler raced last year? What the hell? No, he didn't. No way. What the hell? I'm looking at the limited schedule of 2018. It says Hermie Sadler drove the 7 car. He didn't race. He didn't drive the 7 car last year. What? Oh, that's weird. Whatever. Okay, we'll stop talking about that. I'll have to make another bus video for later. But man, Denny Hamlin. I just don't like Denny Hamlin in general. Don't know why. I guess I just hate him. You know, that's pretty much all I have. I looked at, speaking of football, because I love football. Good Lord, we're 21 minutes into this. I love football so much, guys. Cannot wait for next year. Have you looked, I'm pretty sure you guys have already looked at your team schedules. I was on the Cardinals subreddit the other day, and they were like, man, I am pissed off that NFL Network has us predicted at a 1-15 season. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? Shit. I see us at the best doing like a 5-11. You know, like we face our preseason. Nah, that don't fucking matter. We have the Lions home court. Then we go to the Ravens. Then the Panthers come to us. The Seahawks, Bengals, Falcons, Giants, Saints, 49ers, Buccaneers, 49ers, Rams, Steelers, Browns, Seahawks, and Rams again. Dude, we're gonna get fucking wrecked, man. And I'm like, Matt Stafford, Galladay, Golden Tate with him. Oh my God, just went blank. Well, Galladay and Tate and Reddick as a running back. I'm just going off of right now. I'm going off of off of last year's roster. I know a lot of people have changed rosters right now. I don't even worry about that shit till after the draft, honestly, because there'll still be more guys switching teams. But the Lions can sure beat us. Our defense is great. Our offensive line is disgusting. Ravens are the Ravens. They still got a fantastic defense. Lamar Jackson. We got a good chance of losing that one. Fig Newton. That's what I like to call him. Fig Newton with the Panthers come to us. But, man, he's got to turn around because I think he knows that he has a terrible season last year. Ron Rivera is going to get that squared away. And for crying out loud, they got the killer running back over there, McCaffrey. And then Seahawks against, Russell Wilson is Russell Wilson. He can do whatever. The Bengals, this is our only chance of actually getting a win. But if the Bengals show up, like, dude, they can beat us down. We are fucked there. The Falcons didn't have a good year last year, but they got, Falcons are the Falcons. So let's say best case scenario, we win against the Bengals and the Falcons. So we have 2 wins right now. Going against the Giants. I don't know what they're going to do. They need to get a quarterback, but they got Barkley. I think the Giants are going to be better than what they were last year. Easy. I mean, that's a coin toss. I'll count Giants as a loss, so we'll just count that right now. So we got 2 wins right now, and we're like in week 8. Then you got the Saints lost, 49ers lost because Garoppolo can play. Buccaneers. I don't know what the heck's going on with the Buccaneers, but if um, Bruce Arians actually turns that around, we could lose against the Buccaneers. So right now we're still at 2 wins. Still at 2 wins. Then we go back to the 49ers, another loss. We get killed by the Rams, murdered by the Steelers. Browns, this Browns team will either be on fire or on fire. You know, it'll be a dumpster fire or it'll be a rocket ship heading to the playoffs at this point. I'll count that as a loss. Loss against the Seahawks again, and then loss against the Rams again. Even though there might be so we might win the last game against the Rams because they'll be resting players. So we have 3 wins. I expect 3 wins next year. Cardinals, good lord. And then I went to go buy tickets. Jesus Christ, why are people buying so many fucking Cardinal tickets? Are you kidding me? Is it because everyone thinks we're going to have Nick Bosa or Kyler Murray? Like, what is going on here? Last year and the year before, I could go get a good ticket, like, midway through summer. Like, that's how I got to my games these last 2 years. Most of the good tickets are sold out, so I'll just have to wait till I get fucked over in the resale market this summer to try and go. I'm going to try and aim for that Thursday night football game on October 31st against the 49ers. I hope I can go to that one. If not, I'll try and find another, and if not, I'll try and go to some game at some point. But, you know, it's going to be a rough year. Cardinals are going to get their shit kicked in. Looking right now at long shots for the Super Bowl. I don't give a shit about favorites. This is purely for, like, if I was going to bet on someone. I love the Jets. I love Sam Darnold. And they got some talent over there. Quincy Enunwa is way better than people expect. And man, this year's fantasy football drafts are going to be insane, dude. Holy shit, man. I cannot wait until we get to fantasy football season, guys. Like, Le'Veon Bell at the Jets. You have Antonio Brown going to the Raiders, which is going to be a bust. But then you got Odell Beckham Jr. with Cleveland. David Johnson is back with Arizona. He might actually do well with Cliff at the reins there. Then you got Barkley for the. You got Barkley with New York. McCaffrey with Carolina, Juju Smith-Schuster with the Steelers, like all those guys. Michael Thomas, Kamara, Hill, Hunt is back. You know, he's with Cleveland too. It's crazy, and these are just guys I'm thinking of that got moved and shuffled around. Like, we have, like, a first-round fantasy football players, like, all over the place. There's, like, no team right now at the moment of recording this in, like, April 20th. 420 blaze it up, y'all. There's no teams right now that really have 2 high-star, like, first-round players. Fucking Ezekiel Elliott? Oh, I totally forgot about him. Like, dude. Oh, my God. Oh, this year's going to be fantastic, dude. I cannot wait. Then you got, the Rams running backs. Oh, man. Oh, man. I cannot wait to get closer, see who... I don't want to see injuries in preseason, but I got to see who gets injured. I got to see who's there, who's not there. This is going to be a fantastic fantasy football season. Thank you guys for listening for almost half an hour. You guys have a fantastic day. I will see you next week when we're talking about Talladega. Yeah, that's it. Got any questions, message me on Twitter. I got my Patreon working now if you'd like to donate and all that good stuff. Link is in the description. You guys have a fantastic day, and talk to you later.